Hi, so today I'm doing a video on thorium. Thorium is a really common radioactive, semi-radioactive substance. It's very abundant all over the world. Now, I like when I do research on emerging markets. Um, I came across thorium as a potential energy source. Apparently, it burns similar to uranium, which is currently used in nuclear reactors, but it doesn't generate enough byproduct or any that can be used to make atomic bombs or dirty bombs. And the radioactive waste dissipates over a period of 300 years rather than 10,000 years or so with uranium, enriched uranium, even depleted uranium and plutonium. So there are a couple of companies out there that's working on using thorium as a viable energy replacement for for nuclear power. And you got Terra Power, which is backed, well, heavily invested by Bill Gates. They're developing something with thorium mixed with uranium. But the interesting thing about thorium is that it was developed in the early 1900s, the mid 1900s. And President Nixon, based on my research, he axed the expansion of it in favor more for the current system that we have. And so the technology just sat there for years. And it's only now the U.S. government is doing somewhat of a partnership with China, because China they saw the technology, acquired it apparently legally, and they're investing millions and hundreds of millions of dollars into the technology, and they've even invested more to speed up the process, to have things done within the next 5 years rather than by 2025. And the U.S. government is helping them develop it. So I mean, it could be a double-edged sword, where the U.S. government is giving them the information, their information on it, let the Chinese experiment with it, and then we in turn get the feedback that allow us to, when we build one, we won't have all the that learning curve to go through, which might save us some money. But depending on how relationship goes with in countries, they may not give us all the information we need. But despite that, thorium for me is an emerging source of energy. It's an abundant source of energy. Based on research, a handful of the stuff can power one house for 10 years, I believe. I mean, it sounds like an over-exaggeration, but that's what's being said. Or a truckload of the stuff can power the entire United States for a year. And apparently it's a byproduct. They throw away thorium in their quest for other minerals in the earth, tons and tons of it. So apparently it's an abundant supply. Now, because it's an emerging market, that's where I'm interested in. And like I said in one of my other videos, rather than participate as a consumer in a lot of products, become owners of those products through investment. Now, I'm not a wealthy guy, but I do save some money here and there to invest in technology that I like, and I see the potential for growth in the future. Not necessarily to make a killing or make a lot of money from it, but just to, part of it is to make money, part of it is to support the emerging market, the new technology, because I believe in it. And I'm excited to see what the future will bring in some of these things, and hopefully I'll be alive 100 years from now to see some of that stuff. Right now, there's only one company out there that's trading on the market, and that's Lightbridge Corporation. and they're developing a technology that incorporates thorium with a mixture of uranium. But they're looking, the components they're developing is to retrofit it to existing nuclear power plants. And based on the research I've done, thorium doesn't um, only works when certain processes are in place. And if you turn off certain processes, it doesn't just go into nuclear meltdown like what happened in Japan. So once you turn off that process, apparently everything shuts down on its own. And that's cool for safety features, and bio spill, hazardous spill and things like that. So hopefully this information helps. I guess the tip in all this is that as we research and do things online and we come across interesting technologies, if we have the mindset to own some of the part of those technology or support part of the technology, it's always better to do so, not just be a consumer of those products when they do come out. Become part of the ownership, even if it's a small part. Buying stocks doesn't make stockholders very wealthy. I mean, normal people like myself, but it's an investment that may or may not pan out. But it's still worth doing, because by doing so, we support the development of these technologies, and we create the possibility of earning an income in the process. So you all have a good day.